What's good, YouTube? It's your boy CJ the Gamer back again with another Madden 23 franchise series live stream, man. So what's up by the title, man? We'll be continuing the divisional round of the 2027 playoffs, man. Today, y'all boys saw by the title, man. We got the number 2 Washington Commanders taking on the number 4 Green Bay Packers. If you haven't already, man, go check out the first AFC game, man. The Bengals destroyed the Colts, man, 59-21. Y'all boys go check out that stream. They kicked the Colts' ass, and they move on to the AFC Championship game to most likely face the Chiefs next week, the rematch, man. So, so today we got the Commanders and the Packers, and later on we'll be having the Panthers and the Cowboys, man. So, man. So the Commanders, they coming off a good game-winning touchdown W by Rawa Thomas, 31-28 to beat the 49ers. Like I say, game-winning touchdown. Y'all was gonna watch that stream, the end of that stream. If you haven't already, man. It's a good game. Commanders move on, sneak away with the victory. And the Packers are the same thing. They made a 20-6 comeback, man, to kick the game-winning field goal off of a fumble by the Eagles, man. Stewart. Man, they move on with a sneaky win as well, man. They move on. So both teams here, sneaky wins, man. You know what I'm saying? Good win. More of a sneaky win for the Packers, obviously. But good dubs, man. Good hard fighting W's, man. Now they meet here in the divisional round, second round in the playoffs, man. So, let's get into it, man. Washington finally get to that NFC Championship game. We're getting Trevor Lawrence, and then the Packers. A couple seasons ago, back-to-back NFC champions, man. So they trying to, get back in the playoffs, man. But they offense is not good, man. So the Commanders got a way better defense here, man. So I don't think the offense could struggle today. If they offense struggle today, I know the Commanders might get this W, man. You know what I'm saying? They most likely gonna get this W. My boys 99 all across the board now. It's an upgrade, that's why. They got a very good run defense. So Packers might struggle running the ball. To be honest, that's not good, man. You know what I'm saying? Will Levis more pressure. I say the offense is not good. The Commanders offense is pretty good too, but the Packers defense is good. Though. As even this, so the Packers defense definitely gonna have to keep them boys in the game. You know what I'm saying? So definitely gonna have to keep them boys in the game. Let's get into it, man. We all got, man, the Commanders or the Packers moving on to the NFC Championship game. Let me know.
Madden football
Let's get into it, y'all.
Divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Packers and the Commanders, all that and more, coming up next.
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Commanders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So here are the Commanders making their way out. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you have to figure that this is a confident quarterback who gets the start here. Coming off of a victory in round 1, team doesn't have to travel. They get another home game here in the divisional round. And I know it sounds cliche, but playing at home, huge for a quarterback, huge for his team. They want to take advantage of it.
He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On second down, a run with ETN. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Lawrence got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. ETN up the middle. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Here's Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, Lawrence. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Again, it's Lawrence. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Now the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. From the 31, Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds McLaurin. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers 23. They'll run with Etienne. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Lawrence to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Travis Etienne from 8 yards out. And the Commanders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Second and 4. That's complete to Lazard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Back to throw here. A check down here to Jones. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. On second down, it's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. First down technically, 2nd and 7. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now back to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a conservative decision there, but it does put them on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Able to hit his target, Claypool. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They'll look to throw here. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And complete once again to Watson. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 11. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the 1st guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Montez Sweat with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So not only do you not get the 1st down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot, you just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Aaron Jones, not one of the bigger backs in the league, 5'9", 208, but he's definitely what you'd call a downhill runner, and he's able to shed the tacklers there for good yardage.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Back to throw now on first down. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
On these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, "Hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive." And the coach finally just looked at him and said, "Applaud."
A little juke. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Etienne once more. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
These guys going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. No yardage to be found.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Jumped.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find Lazard. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Pierce now up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This one complete to Coleman.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Back to the ground with ETN.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
Now he's forced out left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Here's Lawrence. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Lawrence. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Now Lawrence.
Flushed out right.
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Commanders are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class is starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll look to throw. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Second and 5. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis. And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Here's Pierce. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And it's a Packers touchdown. Austin Hooper from 6 yards away. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So the celebration in the end zone, but... And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
All right, y'all. Commanders win 38-17. They finally move on to the NFC Championship game after all these years, man. Trevor Lawrence finally getting ready to play in a big game, man. To go to the Super Bowl, man. He had a good day today, besides that pick, but he was accurate, very accurate today, man. 4 touchdown passes, 322 yards, 84 completion percentage. Will Levis, he was not so good today, and I ain't gonna lie to you. They had a good defense, man. Like I said, they Packers offense is not good. I'm not surprised. Yeah, nobody was there to really run the ball today. Some 2 good defenses. Terry McClellan was good, though, as well. Bowers was good. Claypool was good. He made some tough catches. Fields ETN through the air was good, 2 touchdowns. Jahan Dawson, he had a touchdown like an end zone. That was good. And, I also got that touchdown. Only touchdown for the Packers. So, yeah. So I saw the Commanders defense, amazing performance. Montez Sweat 2.5 sacks. Chase Young got an injury. He had 1.5 sacks. Hopefully Chase Young is okay. That'll be a huge loss to that defense, man. Defensive player of the year candidate. One of the best defenders in the league. Phil Rivers had the pick. Nate Wiggins had a pick. And Eric Stokes had a pick. Yeah, man. Commanders win 38-17. They move on to the NFC Championship game, man. So the next game we about to play, our boys, is going to be our boys already know, man, the defending Dynasty Super Bowl champions, Kansas City Chiefs. They coming. They play the Raiders. So yeah, man, that's the end of the stream. Hope you always enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm gone, man.